Hey guys, how's it going? 9:55 p.m. on May 16th, 2017. So, I kind of got a little lazy tonight, and this isn't going to be too long, actually. I don't think at this point. It's kind of weird. I was all excited today, and then I couldn't wait. It was my birthday Tuesday, so I didn't think too much of it, but apparently a lot of other people did. I was like, well, or at least so it is. I guess the whole Facebook thing. I guess, but well, I got a lot of it was just another day for me. When you have to start calculating how old you are, it's you know it gets to the point where you're just like it's just another year. Okay, man, my throat. But so yeah, I decided to take it a little easy today. My weekend's going to be actually very boring because I forgot my son's going away. Because it's a Canadian long weekend and it's a U.S. long weekend after that. I got long weekends for both of them, so I don't know what the hell I'm going to be doing. I might, who knows? Maybe I'll get the server up a little sooner. We'll see. But what we're going to do tonight? So yeah, I was all excited. I wasn't excited about my brag. I could care less about that. I was actually excited about getting home and at some point later tonight, as in this time about an hour ago probably, getting in and starting to work on the industries, and I really haven't got around to it. I'm just like, I guess my desires change from one side of the day to the other, I guess. Suddenly, I guess I'm a little tired tonight, so that's probably why, and I decided to be a little lazy, and I knew I had some time this weekend, so I said, what's the rush? But I'm going to start it out. What I will do, there's about 70 industries, so there's a lot. I'm not going to try to be, I'm going to try to avoid being too anal on this. I'm not too sure how I want to arrange this yet. Um, I'll start off with a simulator. Though I don't know if I really need to go into the I will. I don't know if I will or not, actually. Because I'm going to have a lot of crap open. Let me avoid the simulator and do what I was originally going to plan, and that was I will go with the maps. First, I'll make sure I have download the latest map. How about that? We'll start with the Mohawk sub. And we'll see where we're at for that. Go to Run8 Depot. Maps. So we'll start in Mohawk. It was changed on May the 10th. I don't know which one I have. I can't really tell by looking at that. Well, that's January 20th. So, okay, well, May 10th was just a little while ago, so let me download it. So what are we? Are a new version of Mohawk? Yeah, whatever. Mohawk 1. Okay. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go with that. Let me just take a quick gander here and see how this looks like. I mean, I'm sure there's been a lot of changes. Well, it looks like the channel codes are a little bit highlighted now, which is kind of cool. All right. So I was gonna go. Yeah, let me go into Google Earth is probably the best. I'm gonna do two of them here. I did download this. Okay, well, it doesn't matter that I'm online. Actually, that I'm online is fine because that makes it easier. Let me go into, oh, Google Earth. I can't do it that way. No, but I do want to do one. At TSP Conrail, I don't know if I should keep it on this sheet or not anymore, because this sheet's getting a little ridiculous. How about we do a new one? Ugh, I hate making a new sheet just for that. No, I'm going to put it on this sheet. Yeah, I'll put it right up here. We'll call it industry. And I'll tell you, I hate doing this stuff. I really do. I just want to run. So I got to admit, when I saw Florida and all the industries that they had set up, I was like, ooh, that I was almost selling alone. I was really hoping that all these industries would have been done. So, but I know everybody's under time pressures and everything, so I get it. It just would have made my life easier. Then I would go with whatever was set up and say, okay, but I gotta go with. So let's start. I don't buy that industry name, but maybe I'll use it. I don't care. So I gotta go load up Google Earth. Find the metropolis of Syracuse. Alright. Whoops. Don't want to do that. Ah, that's what I want to do. Okay. Whoops, going too far. Man, I got a lot of crap loading. Come on. Oh, it's Rochester. Syracuse is right here. Alright, is that the lake? Yes, it is. East Syracuse, okay. Big Island, Little Island. Well, I know the lake's involved somehow. Let's go back north. I think that's it right there. Okay, come on. This is ridiculous. Yeah, that's something. Oh yeah, the racetrack. Okay. No, go away. Do it in 4 hours when I'm postponed. Do it in 4 hours while I'm sleeping. Okay. So that's the Erie, no, the Erie Fairgrounds. What the hell is that? I don't know what the hell that is. It's Syracuse Speedway, I think, or something like that. Blah. I was gonna say the Erie County Fairgrounds. It's not Erie County. Yeah. Where am I? Here I am. So that way, I went too far with that, I think. Because I think I've gone too far. Am I actually this side of Syracuse? No. No, I'm down here. Bell Island Pocket. Yeah, Fairgrounds. I knew it was Fairgrounds. So it is somewhere around that area. Okay. I don't think I'm creating an industry for the fairgrounds. I don't even think there is anything down there. But, oh, come on. Come on, Mose. Mosey. don't even know what milepost we're at here. Okay, there's the curve at the end, and I think that is the end. That's the end. That is it. Now this is where it gets interesting. So we got a bunch of hoppers or something or other. All right. So I'll go with code name. Yeah, I'll do this one first since. So Sevenson Environmental. Sevenson Environmental. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of this. And I've done some of this before too, because this looks familiar. Yeah, this looks very familiar. Come on. Of course, my mouse sucks now. I'm going to take that's a loader. They look pretty short hoppers too. So I'll go with 17. Why not? I forget how I want to do this now. So we got 17. So it's a loader. And on we go. I'll take a look at the pocket yard. Let's see where that takes us to. We got the Fingers Lake yard over on the other side, and then a few other things. Rock 10 corrugated packaging, probably. Oh yeah, that big huge freaking yard of whatever. You know, I remember going over some of this. Oh yeah. Crazy thing is, I've done this before, I just don't remember all of it. That one I'm going to empty. I'll be an emptier for that. Can't tell if they're... They look like big ass hoppers, but I honestly I can't tell. I hate some of these. Oh yeah, this is where I can never find something that can verify it. That just don't look right. I don't know what it is, but it just don't look right. You know something? I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna spend too much time on that either. I'll follow this thing. I think this went into storage or did some other goofy thing, or I don't know what it was. I guess that's all it did. Nope, it goes all the way down here. And then it dies? Yeah. No, it's still there. Still alive. I don't know what the IT stands for. Holy crap. A lot of trees. Is that the old Rochester sub? Kind of looks like it. Whoa! Is that a oh wow. It looks like kind of funky. That's just a graphics thing. Yeah, I'm not gonna follow that. On a wild goose chase there. Okay. Uh-oh, I got lost. Oh, there we go. My back, I'm back. Okay. So we got the big ass yard that I don't know. So you got 2 yards, and I'm not too sure what they're used for or their purpose, other than being there. Because you got all those cars, and then they go somewhere. I guess they'd be the Finger Lakes Railroad, and then it really doesn't connect to anything that I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know what to use that for, so. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on a second here. What do we got? Cars, storage. Yeah, see, we got getting into all kinds of stuff now. Oh, I remember this. And you know, I got data on this. I remember going into this, and then I stopped. Because then it became all kinds of different industries, and I remember getting frustrated by some of this too. I see the tank tops on them. And hoppers. So I don't know what to make of that one. I'm just going to leave that one alone. Okay, Rock 10 corrugated packaging. Oh, that's easy enough. Rock corrugated packaging. Okay, so this one was definitely, we're going to empty these. I'm beginning to wonder if the environmental, yeah, I guess it would load it. They look like cement hoppers, but I'm gonna empty these. These look like hoppers and tanks. I don't know, I'll go with about 4 of each, just for the fun of it. I know there's probably more there, but yeah, it looks like there's more actually. Well, how about 3 hoppers, and if that's the whole thing, which it kind of looks like it might be. 3 hoppers, 10 tanks? Okay. Just want to make sure that that is the whole thing. Because we got a yard there too, but yeah, okay. I'll go with 10 tanks, why not? Okay, so that's an emptier. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Lots of packaging places. Those are pretty easy. They're just going to take plastics. I imagine the glass will as well. So now we're going to towards the Amtrak station. I don't know what. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, the little Y area and whatever that's supposed to be over there. It kind of looks like it's going into a Y. Oh, okay, that's where it's going into the NYS and W, which I just don't know what it's supposed to be doing. It's cool that it's got all the tracks. It just, I don't know what it's, if that's supposed to interchange with that, because there's so much storage here, right? In a yard, and I don't know. The only industry I see that's active is that one, but I could be wrong, but I'll check it out later and we'll figure it out, I guess. But let's just keep going. We'll go around the Y and we'll head towards Syracuse. Make sure I head the right way. Looks like we got a train, yes. St. Lawrence sub. I believe that's the Amtrak station, but I'm not positive. What's that? Right by a baseball diamond. Oh, that's okay. Cooper Industries and then Syracuse Packaging, I imagine, is in here. Okay, one goes there. Oh. Looks like two. I see two shorty tanks. Alright, we'll go with the two tanks for now. I'll just put it for Syracuse. Is it Syracuse Packaging? I can't tell, actually. One looks like it goes that way. It's in a siding, actually. Oh, but then there's another one that goes over here, which really doesn't show much. So it looks a little different. I'll just call it, I'll call one tank on whatchamacallit. How about Syracuse Packaging? That'll empty it as well. Just one tank. Where we want to go next? Or where am I supposed to go next? There's supposed to be a recycle place. Syracuse glass. It's before it gets really crazy, I guess. Yeah. No, I haven't been using the historical data as of yet. I don't see the recycle place. Again, the error could have changed. Who knows? Oh, there it is. I see it there. Yeah, it's done. almost certain of it. Dang it, I didn't want to do that. I hate it when it does that. I just want to put something in there because it looks cool. I don't know what it is though. I don't even know where I'm at. Around the curve there was the crossovers somewhere. I don't know. I would think the crossovers are, whoops, did I go too far? Oh, there's the crossovers there. So that's where it goes from 3 to 4 tracks right there. Okay. So I'm on track 8. There's Frallo, Middle Park, Carrier, Bush Products. I don't know what else there's going to be over here. I almost have to run the simulator just to see whereabouts these things are. I know that's the recycling place, which we figured wouldn't have much of anything. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that that industry is dead. Dang it! Ah, it did it again. It is. Okay, there's 2 box cars up by, oops, I don't want that. 2 box cars. Oh, this is where it gets goofy again, if I'm not. You got with beer and Bush Products. Because the box cars kind of fit the different way here. I remember this too. I remember getting frustrated by it, but get out of here then. You don't want to do that. Do this then. I'll go with how about Bush Products, BSH? Because I'm not too sure what else to do with box cars. Okay. Oh, is it a brewery? Does it look like a brewery? Does it? Yeah. Not really. Looks like it's a receiver of some sort, but this is where it's hard to tell. Oh, I see a different one back there. Okay, well there's the two. Okay, well we'll use 2 and 1. I almost missed the other one. Like I said, I hate this. With beer supply company, yeah, okay. Let's do that. Was it WUH? I think it was. No, WBS and BSH. So I'm going to put it to emptying as products coming in. And I will put boxcar 1 and 2. Okay. That's the end of that siding. And we've got another one, I think. Not too far away. Carrier. I don't know what we're going to have there. I don't even think there's an industry marking for it if that's supposed to be carrier. Doesn't really say too much about it if it is. Let me just go ahead and keep going. That's probably an inbound train or something. I don't see much of anything. I think I already checked all this out before too. I don't recall. That's just inbound tracks for trains. Yeah, there he is. Waiting to get in the yard. Just double checking everything as I'm coming through, and then we got the yard area. Intermodal facility, which I take it is that. We've got 3 units on that end. Where's the ramp? Is that it? Bare tables on the outside. That's interesting. Some bare tables there. Just loading of trailers, basically. Looks like they can load a lot more. They got at least 2 tracks. Oh, God, yeah. See, this is where capacity... I don't know what the limitations are in the program that we don't add all the tracks, or what's the case, but I always thought it was kind of weird that it's just showing one or two tracks, and I thought, man, there's got to be a little bit more than that. And sure enough, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 tracks. And what is the map showing us at? Well, it's showing the leads. It could potentially just be leads. I don't know. Well, maybe that could be it too. With A and B, but that's kind of going into the engine facility, so I don't know about that. There's the engine facility. So it seems to have access, with the exception of if you take 1 track in, which would be A. Yeah, it just seems like they're missing maybe a track or 2, but whatever. We'll make do with it. Make the best we can. Lots of intermodal. That's what I was thinking. This is going to be a lot of intermodal. Majority's intermodal. Interesting. There's the freight, and holy crap, there's all kinds of tracks. I knew it used to be a hump, but wow. Well, like I said, there's limitations, but yeah. Tell where the old hump used to be. Yeah, it's you know. We'll try to do our best. I'm not gonna go crazy and try to do every industry, since if we don't have the capacity for it, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, so that takes us out of Syracuse. Where do we want to go next? So Conesta is about 2 miles up the track. 269.1. I don't think I'm going to be doing this one. Actually, that doesn't even have a code, does it? If it doesn't have a code, I'm not going to bother. There's my rule of thumb. So now we're going all the way to Rome. Wow. Getting along there. Okay. So we'll go all the way to Rome. Take it that's the runaround, but I'm not positive on that. Should be right by a control point too, or at least it used to be. I can't tell. There's like a third track of there's an old bridge. It looks like it's got 3 tracks open for a little while. I'm a little confused on that, but anyways. Yeah, it looks like they got 3 of the 4 tracks still. I guess that's the runaround. Let me see. Looks like a lot of stuff that's not used anymore. I mean, there could be something in there. I don't see any evidence of it. Oh, there's that that bridge where they share the traffic or whatever. I'm just wondering if this is just like something old that they used and they just don't bother with anymore. Something that might have been around in the Conrail era, and it looks like it's abandoned. So this is where when you start playing around with the modern era or current era, you might miss out on something, or you might get something else too. But I don't see any evidence of anything. Like, there might be something in here. Might. I mean, it looks clean enough that there would be something. I thought I saw some cars in a runaround. So we got 5 tank cars that are supposed to have come into here. Okay. It looks like it's supposed to switch somewhere around here. I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. If I'm in the right place, which I don't see why I wouldn't be. Because I'm not down at the scenic yard, I'm here. Alright, well, oh jeez. Okay, let me just try this again. I'm gonna go over here. Okay, the one way goes that way and one goes that way. How about this way? Let's see where this goes to. Because that way didn't seem to lead to anything. This at least might be something. Ah, there we go. Tank farm. Very nice. It's like 22 tanks in there. Going to something. Is it just storage? Come on, don't give me that. Looks like a rail trail from the old line. Yep. Well, that takes about 13 tanks right there. I don't see a switcher. Oh, there's an airport. Alright. So this is where I get lost, and I'm not too sure what exactly the track plan is or what it's supposed to be. There's an airport nearby. This is where I have to take a look and see what we got here. Well, at least we got to Rome. That's a fairly encouraging sign, but we got a long ways to go. Extra board. I don't care. Yeah, it don't matter. I'm just gonna have to launch to it anyway, so. Wow, all the way up to there, huh? That's not bad. I'm impressed. Not much in Syracuse, then. At least at the moment. But that could all change. At least we get started, and then people can start giving me feedback. Okay, there is a third track there. Oh, is that how it works? So it goes over, the third track does go over the bridge. And then it goes into town. Little runaround thingamajig, the bridge. Very good. Across all the highways. Into this area here, which is what we followed. Bunch of track. Wow, it even got, good for him, man. He's even got the parking lots and everything there, huh? He's got everything, huh? Very nice. He's got all the industries in. I just don't know if they're active. And that's where there's like 5 tracks at the end of something. But this is the industry right there. He did a good job of that. Very nice. Okay, well what is that supposed to be? I see 3 tracks and then 1 in a siding. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. So Sylvania, as we'll call it, SOV. Sylvania. Judging by the way they look, I would say they're emptying as well. That's just my guess. Again, it's a guess, but that's just how I'm calling it. I don't think Messina has anything. And the other guys, I saw the lumber place, but it didn't seem like it had anything. But I could always add something later on if we're bored. It seems like tanks are the biggest thing. You know, I might go back in history or something, but I'm not too worried about making it massively busy, especially not at first. As long as we have a purpose, and then I don't want to just skip industries for the sake of skipping industries either. If somebody can pinpoint a reason to having it and it makes sense, then fine. I'd rather work towards daily service and then, you know, see how it goes. It's a shame because those are kind of, it's like kind of a milling place there. I don't know where they would Yeah, they got like tanks at the end, and yeah, I never know with those. And really, if it's a load or empty, I mean, whatever. They're not an oil refinery, so it's not producing stuff, as far as I can tell. It's probably taking stuff in. So yeah, let me just take a good look at that. Let me take a real good look at that. See, normally when I see nothing on the top, it looks to me as if it's a tank farm. I see a bunch of trucks and crap there. Nothing is at all hooked up there. These two are here, but they look like they don't have much of anything. I haven't seen any evidence of anything other than tanks in the area, so again, I can go historical and you know, we'll see. There's a yard area not too far outside that, which is just basically the yard, and that's it. There's tanks, that's all. So I think that's it. Was there supposed to be engine shops there too? And not really. Oh, there is. Not too far away, supposedly. Is it that way? It looks like they're dead. Or they might have been back at one time they were in there. I don't know. What's it show in the game? Also follow the game around for a bit too. Let's see what we got. Okay, oh, going the wrong way. So let's head back. It's got the parking lot. Yeah, it has that thing in there. So is that where the yard was? I think that was. And over here, it's got the highway. And yeah, it had the bridge area. It's too bad because it's got like a lot of nice industries, and if you know, it's more. If it gets busier, we'll up the traffic for these areas and rediscover them, and maybe proto-land some industries, because I love these industries. These are like really cool places to come do some switching, huh? That's what I kind of want. Sometimes this is where reality sucks, you know. But reality is, you know, the industry's dying, and I could have gone Conrail there, and then I have to go back for some. And you got a big ass highway here where, well, okay. Let me just take a quick look here. So there's a bit of a yard there. It doesn't really show much else. It curves around, comes back, crosses that big ass highway there. Okay, this is where it comes around here. Unfortunately, I don't see any evidence of it. I'm sure it was busy at one time, but don't look that way anymore, unfortunately. looks like an old abandoned line, but I can't tell. Yeah, the tracks don't even go across there anymore. Okay, so that's abandoned. Let's go back out. So that's that side of Rome. Back to double track, and oh, I thought it was right there. That's it. Oof. Yeah, it's now we go all the way to Utica, which there's a train. So the way I see it, because the auto rack facility was pretty busy in Selkirk, what ends up happening is you end up getting a situation where you wind up, damn, this mouse. Is that Utica? Wow. You get a situation where you can actually warrant having almost close to daily service. And what I mean by daily service, of course, means every 2 weeks. But I don't know if we'll get that close. I mean, yes, I love all the industries. You know, obviously there's been a lot of work done to it, but I don't know. Oh, what the hell? Am I on the main line here? What the hell is that? I guess that's the main line. Okay. So we come into Utica. Oh, that's the end of a train, I guess, or a switcher or something. I don't know what the hell that is. It was like another train or part of a train, and then boom. Okay, that's where the fun begins. Well, that could be interesting. Question is, do I want to go up or down? I might want to go into the sim for a minute again. So I guess that would take us right about here. Alright, so we're okay, whoops, which way am I going here? Let me, well, that is heading east, so yeah, we want to come into town first. So I guess we do get, before we come into town, we have the spur here that starts out everything for all these bridges, including the yard. Oops, I don't want to do that, do I? No, I don't want to do that. So, well, that's just the yard. So there's street running. There at the very end there is apparently a brewery, which I would imagine, But we will see what's in it first of all. And then Schwarf Plumbing and Macraft Beverages. I don't know if these are real names or what, but anyways, I'll go with it. Why am I looking into the sim? Let's get in the real world here, or what we think is the real world. Ooh, that line don't look good. I see hoppers, that's a good sign, but that again, that's just a yard, so. Okay. So let's follow the line and see what takes it. So we got our street running. Hard to say anything of that. No evidence of anything. The line looks in pretty good shape. Still got overpasses, that's a good sign. How far is this going to go? That was like a little siding. I don't know. I don't know. Don't like the looks of that. Okay, I'm gonna get lost here in a minute. How freaking long is this line? Thought that looked promising for a minute. Okay, what do we got? Yeah. You know, it's one of those things. Okay. Let's see what this says it has. So we do the street running. Yeah, it's really condensed, huh? Or is it? No, it's got this little thing here, which goes around in a loop and into something that we couldn't really tell of anything. So we run all the way down here. I remember seeing the siding. Yeah. Yeah, that was the impression I got too. Was kind of, I don't know. I don't know if it's supposed to represent something down somewhere else or what's the case there. Did I lose it? I think I lost it. I think I lost it somewhere. Oh, no, that ain't it. That's a river. Alright, what the hell? got lost somewhere in there. Alright, that's back to the main line. Let me try this again. Yeah, I was pretty much convinced that that was dead, but I figure I'll take a look at it anyways, but it doesn't look like it's going to amount to much. Well, there's maybe a chance. How far does it go, or is it just a line that leads to someplace and... Yeah, that thing goes on forever, and that looks like a pretty good line, too. So I don't know if it's just industries that they've mocked up for it, or... Yeah, this is... okay, this is beyond my scope. I don't know what to think of that. Dang it. It goes somewhere, but you don't know what you're dealing with. Oh shoot, where am I here? So, I mean, there's an interesting yard here of about, I can't tell for sure how many, but there's like easily, you know, a good 20 cars or so. Keep in mind we don't have the capacity. So it's 11:09 Eastern. I'm not too sure how far I'm going to go with this. Where is this supposed to take it off? That's supposed to go off the left side. So I must have missed the way to get into the right side somewhere, if there was a way. Beats me. I don't know. Got the Adirondack Scenic Railroad somewhere around here, but... Alright, well... Oh, it's both... Okay, I see. So it's both ways here. I gotcha, I think. No, that ain't... That's not what I expected. Am I in the right spot? I look like I am. One goes up here. Oh, I see. It is the Adirondack Scenic Railroad. So I'm supposed to follow it into that way. Okay, I got you now. So I don't want to go that way. That's the Adirondack Scenic Railroad, which really looks cool. Not gonna worry about that. Lots of cars. Holy crap. Is that a yard? Supposedly. There's an Empire Recycling Corporation just outside of the yard. And I take it that's it. There ain't much. Empire Recycling Corporation has got EMP2 hoppers. If that's what that is, I guess that's what that is. Or was it that thing? let me just hold off on that because I see the recycling here, but I don't see evidence of anything that goes into it. I think it did at one time, but and then I see, yeah, that's what I thought. 3 tracks, another hopper. Okay, so we've got about 1 hopper up here. Not a hell of a lot, but it's something. And those are supposed to be lumber. I don't know. Doesn't look like lumber to me, but whatever. Unless that's that there. Well, Empire Recycling, I don't know why. It's like there's supposed to be 3 hoppers on one and 1 on another. Not looking good. Okay. Let's see if I can make heads or tails out of it. Yeah, see, this is where, you know, you gotta have an operation in place, or you gotta have some kind of history or something. I don't know. Because I hate trying to figure out this crap. Well, I can't make heads or tails out of that. I see the 2. I see 2 there. I'm wondering if Run8 is actually just making up industry names and just throwing them there to try to give certain amount of traffic for something. They can't make out what the hell it is. I don't know. I just don't know, to be honest. Like I see 2 hoppers there in what appears to be a recycling place, but then it just... I see the recycling place. I got my... I was wondering what the hell's going on. So I see the recycling place, but I don't quite get where it ties in. Oh, damn it. Didn't want that. Go into Google Earth. Okay. So I see hoppers. Lots of hoppers. I see a recycling spot. I see what looks to be a very old spur that probably isn't served by it, despite the fact that there's 3 hoppers here that are probably... Actually, there's 2. 2 hoppers in one. And there's 1 in the other. Once you get out of that, I don't see any evidence of anything. Like, I don't quite understand, other than storage, what this possibly could be. Is it connected to that? I don't think so. No evidence of that whatsoever. No, I don't see any evidence of that. what are all these hoppers for? See, now you got you got a whole whack of tanks that are lined up as well. Like, it doesn't make much sense because it's not connected to anything. Except, what's this? That's Adirondack Scenic Railroad? I don't know what the hell that is. I just don't know. Oh, this is... Yeah, one of these things, unfortunately, is it's getting frustrating again. Because... I mean, right now... I mean, Utica's a washout. I wouldn't even send anything in there because it's ridiculous to send like three cars. It's a nice area. It's got a lot of potential. It just, there's nothing there. You'd have to, again, you have to proto-lance. Maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know. So how much more do we got? We got a few industries in Mohawk. Let me download the other map. I'll download this map too. So the next time I'm going to stop for tonight. That could be the best chance I have. I'm beginning to wonder now if having a through train going from both sides is going to work, unfortunately. But, you know, we'll figure out something. Because if I look at the CSX schedules, it makes more sense to have a Selkirk to Selkirk turn now and have Syracuse do its own thing. Because I don't see any... The further out you get from those major yards, there's not much of what used to be there. I mean, I can go back into this for a second, right? And I can go, like, for example, if I go here and I go view historical, which I haven't done yet. See, suddenly it's not even there now. That's the crazy thing about it, is this is something where that car has not changed positions. It's a recycling place. Now that's different. Back in 2008, it did have access because there's your gondola, see? But then there's a bunch of hoppers that filled in something else for whatever the heck this thing is. And they've been sitting around forever. Well, at least they look like they were. Oh, okay, we're meshing maps now, that's why. So if I go modern here, it uses the old spur. But there was a recycling there. I love some of the black and white stuff, that's crazy. Ah, shoot, I already moved out of the way of the other. Let me just take a look. What was I looking into here? Not the scenic, but I was going to look into something else. Was it over on the other side, or was it this one right here? Oh yeah. Let's see what the hell this does. See, that's almost connected. I just realized that. Okay. Well, let's see if I got any scenic or previous data for that. Well, definitely the hoppers move around a bit over the years, but doesn't really seem to do much, at least for the immediate vicinity. I'll have to explore that further, unfortunately. So let me get out of Google Earth here. I mean, the industries and everything else, it's just I'm not too sure what really to make of it as far as what else I can put in here. I'm not even sure what that's supposed to be. Oh, I'm already gone out of that. Let me just take a look at it here. Yeah, I really don't have anything. The only thing I can do there. Oh no, I already went out of Google Earth, so forget it. How long was the spur? See, there's a 5,080 foot section here, which can be used to spawn things or hold things, just like all the ITs can, and they, in theory, can connect to other things too, so you end up having some type of runner of some sort, but it's definitely used for something. I just don't think these industries that are close by are used for anything diddly squat, but there's a lot of storage, so you would think it's used for something. I just don't know what. So yeah, Little Falls next, and then we'll take it from there next time. So unfortunately, like I said, it was going to be short and sweet. We're looking right now. Ugh. I see 46 cars. That's not too bad. I mean, there's a lot of cement hoppers for that environmental. I can see that going into Syracuse easily for, a drop or whatever. As a matter of fact, I think that most of that is Syracuse, is it not? Yeah, whatever. I forget. What, Savina? Isn't that Syracuse Bush? Intermodal. Okay, so Savina is Rome. Maybe I'll mention that as well, or I'll put that in there as. So that's Rome. Bush Products, Syracuse. I think that's all Syracuse. Yep. Okay, so everything else is in the Syracuse area. So we're looking at 33 potential cars for dropping at Syracuse, which makes a relatively okay local. It's not going to be anything major. Then you have Rome, which currently I only got the 12 tanks. I could potentially max it out because there's a lot of other room for storage there. So if we get over capacity, there's places to store that, so that's a good sign. It's kind of fun to shoot for an actual capacity of 12 and then see if you hit it. And then just see if the trains keep on pounding in, because then you got room to put it in some of these yards. Make it kind of interesting. So we'll see how it goes. Well, those are all emptying, so I'm gonna have a lot of loads going in, with the exception of the environmental is gonna load, I guess, the cement hoppers. I guess. I don't know about that. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. So we'll see how it goes. If it was all lumber, it'd be very easy to figure out our ballast and all that other crap, but it's hard to tell with some of these other places. So I'll post my findings eventually. I don't think it's going to take too much longer to go through this, actually. So I'm pleased that we got out of the Syracuse area. The connecting tracks are going to be interesting if we want to push it and actually try to simulate the interchanges, because obviously there's connections to other areas. I just don't know how deep the rabbit holes go. That'll be interesting to find out. But anyways, for now I'm going to end it. I'm kind of tired for tonight, so I'll end it for now. Let's just see where we are actually. So we're down here. Yeah, we're getting we're already up to Little Falls, which is getting close to 85 miles. So that's about 85 miles up to there. So yeah, we don't have that much more. There's a lot of scenic areas in here. There's a lot of industry around Syracuse or Selkirk as well too. So we'll see how it goes. But anyways, I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow night, and I'll run some trains as well, hopefully in the later part. So tune in for that. We'll make it a little bit longer. I'll get some rest tonight, though. I think I'm going to head to bed. So anyways, have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow.